Hi, everybody. I often feel like I'm reading books and telling you about what I've just read and reading wrap-ups and hardly ever going back and giving love to books that I absolutely adored. So today I'm going to give you a version of if you loved this, try this. First, we're starting off very strong with a YA fantasy, An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. If you liked this and like the Romanesque power structure and kind of the wanting to overthrow that and fighting to overcome your situations, I recommend that you read this adult fantasy book, The Stardust Thief. If you loved All My Rage by Sabaa Tahir, which is also another YA novel, I highly recommend you read 30 Names of Night. And I think you'll love both of these if you really are angry about world politics, particularly how the world treats, people of color. I think if grief are themes, I think you're going to find a lot of connection between these two stories. This one features a little bit more queerness, whereas this one features a little bit more of like backstory about surviving war. If you loved Jade City by Fonda Lee, then I think you'll really enjoy Ebony Gate if some of your favorite components were like the family clan dynamics. If you love anything Star Wars, whether it's a book, the movies, extended fanfic, I think you would absolutely love A Memory Called Empire. This is heavily political, space opera. I feel like this is absolutely just made for fans of Star Wars. If you liked Nothing But Black and Teeth or were just super creeped out by it, I think you would really enjoy this short story collection, A Sunny Place for Shady People. I think one of the short stories particularly in this book really reminded me, but the general kind of like dread and themes I think I felt in this book were also prevalent here in a lot of the stories. If you loved When No One Is Watching, which is about a gentrified neighborhood that is doing medical experimentation on different people of color, then I think that you would really enjoy All Her Little Secrets, which features a Black woman who is a lawyer at a firm that is predominantly white, and there's some really shady, mysterious shit that's going on. If you enjoyed City of Brass, then I really think you would enjoy Empire of Sand. This has very similar vibes. I think the magic systems, while different, are kind of cohesive. And I also feel like our main character and that sense of belonging that they're lacking at the beginning, feeling like they're somewhere that they shouldn't be, maybe in a place where they're with their colonizer and forced to like interact and be in that environment in like a royal, noble sense, then you would love both of these. If you loved The Jasmine Throne and thought, damn, I could really use some more female rage, then you need to read The Daughters of Izdahar. Both of these are sapphic. They are angry. They have really cool magic systems. They're anti-imperialist. And lastly, if you loved So Let Them Burn, which is a YA fantasy, anti-imperialist, sapphic, features a demisexual character on top of everything else that's already cool. There's dragons, dragon riders. I think you would really enjoy this adult fantasy novel, The Unbroken by C.L. Clark, which is also sapphic, part of the sapphic trifecta, anti-imperialist, and I think both of our main characters are really struggling with like their own identity and their moral compass and their sense of good versus evil, and who they decide to be friends with or have relationships with is really like complicated by the nature of the political systems in which they live. Most of these books, I believe, I rated at least 4 stars for sure, but most were even 5-star reads. So please, whatever you do, check these out. I think you're absolutely going to love them.